What's up guys, this is Pete from I Am Man, and in this episode we have an unboxing of the brand new DJI Mini 2. Yes, they've dropped the name Mavic in this case, and this was an early Christmas present for me, so quite excited. This is the DJI Mini 2 Fly More combo, and the Fly More combo includes the bag, 3 batteries, an external charger, additional rotors, the remote control, and the actual drone. So let's get into opening this bad boy up. So the cool thing about this little drone over here is obviously the fact that it is below 250 grams. This is, I think, the most exciting thing about this drone, is the fact that it is under that magical 250 gram mark. And the reason why that is such an important thing is because, especially in the US and most of your first world countries, they have some extreme regulations when it comes to flying drones. And one of the biggest components thereof is if a drone falls under 250 grams, it is technically considered a toy. And if it goes over that 250 grams, it is something that is used for professional, or as a professional device. And then it has to be registered with the FAA in America. Now, the big thing with this drone is the fact that it falls under that 250 grams. In fact, it is marketed, if you check it out over there, as 249. I read somewhere it's closer to 242 grams. So this is just that little jab at the authorities. So yeah, let's get right into it. So first and foremost, there we go. We've got the nice DJI bag. I have to admit this is actually quite nice, as it contains all of the equipment described inside. The cool thing about this little drone is it's got some serious flying ability. It has a range of 10 kilometers based on the receiver. So the remote control over here, let me just have a quick look at that bad boy over there. There we go. The remote control, which is very, very simple. You've got on the top over here, haven't figured it out yet, over there you've got a nice universal clamp, so you'll be able to put your cell phone in there, and then basically you've got all the bits and pieces. I know that the toggles for this is in your there we go. So if you have a look at the bottom, I have to admit this is actually pretty cool. So at the bottom you can actually take out and screw in the little toggles for the drone. That is really, really, really cool. So this is the first part of the setup, obviously. Let's see if this will stand. No, it won't. Let me just grab some of this, we'll pop it in over there. So there we go. We've got the DJI remote for the drone. Then furthermore, obviously your information booklet. I'll definitely get into that soon. Further accessories in here includes, in these nice little boxes, let me just chuck that out. There we go. Over here. There we go. Okay, so you've got obviously your charging cables. You've got the little hookups for each one of the batteries, which is pretty cool. You've got 2 of those. You've got your charging plug, a nice USB charging plug, and then the nice thing about this is the fact that you get 3 batteries included. Now each one of these batteries allows the drone, according to them, to stay up in the air for around about 30 minutes. And you can clearly see this has got 3 slots, 1, 2, 3. The third battery is in the drone itself. What makes this pretty cool is the fact that you can basically go out there with the Fly More combo, charge up your batteries, and fly for 30 minutes. When it comes into land, you can simply replace it, giving you another 30 and another 30, effectively pushing your flight time up to around 1.5 hours with this Fly More combo. And then last but not least, woohoo, the drone itself. Now guys, this is one of those those things that never ceases to amaze me, is just how small this is and the amazing technology that it packs. So for example, as I said, the cool thing about this little drone over here is that it is only 250 grams, or lower than 250 grams. It has a top speed of around 55 kilometers an hour, which is pretty damn fast. It has a 4,000 meter or 4 kilometer ceiling, and over and above that, it comes with a 4K sensor. So it is the 1 2/3 inch CMOS sensors, and this means that you can have 4K footage at 30 frames per second. You can have your 2.7K footage like in the previous model of this one, with the same sort of like 30 frames per second, or you can run it at a full HD with 60 frames per second, which is just absolutely insane. The still camera with this bad boy is a 12 megapixel camera, and then the last thing that, as I said before, that makes this such a phenomenal little device is actually its range. You are looking at 3-kilometer range in a really built up urban area where there's a lot of sort of like interference, and 6 kilometers to your more suburban zones. And then the one that interests me is sort of like line of sight in open area landscapes. You're looking at 10 kilometers on this little drone, which is just absolutely insane. And this was something that fits in your hand. This is, I mean, this is like 2 cell phones, or yeah, which is absolutely cool. But enough of that. Let me open this bad boy up. You unpop it over there. This is something that I saw a lot of the other guys were giggling and smirking about, the fact that they've got this sort of like drone drone straitjacket, let's call it that. But from what I gather, it is actually quite a phenomenal little device, because it actually keeps all of your rotors, all of the arms quite well intact and keeps it protected. So from this point forward, you basically pop the legs to the front, the back little rotors, the same thing. Let me just see, they flip out towards the back like that, and boom, there you go. You've got your little drone going on. Obviously on here, just opening this up, here they've got a sticker, please remove this gimbal protector before taking off. So obviously this is your gimbal protector, so we'll just put that over there. The little gimbal protector, you will take it off like that. You've got some more protective strips over there, little stickers, and there you go. Now from what I gather is that the gimbal actually has quite a nice range. I think it's in the vicinity of about 90 degrees up and down, and as I said before, your third and final battery is in the back of here. Open the cover, press and hold the battery release button, and remove the battery. So if you open this up again, then you will get your battery release in the back of here. So you'll press the button, which I will do now. Press the button over here, and then you should be able to simply slide this out. Oh, there we go. It opens up, so that's not the slide. And then you can actually take out the third battery. What is over and above, what is pretty cool, is the option to actually charge the battery in the drone itself. So this is fantastic. Yes, it's the ideal to charge all 3 in your charger bank. But the cool thing about this is this basically means that I can go and I can hook this up into in my car or in my backpack into a battery pack or into one of your chargers, and it can charge while you're walking to where you want to do your footage or whatever the case might be. So yeah, there you guys go. The whole thing, all of the components of the little drone over here. And as I said, I think the coolest thing is the ability of this small little drone to fit in your backpack and actually take 4K footage and go wherever and whenever you need it. Please guys, always remember that when you take a look at these or when you use a drone, please make sure of the regulations and specific zones in which you are allowed to fly a zone. And also with the remote, there is a 2.4 gigahertz receiver and a 5 gigahertz receiver. There are some countries where the 5 gigahertz is restricted. So please make sure wherever you are and wherever you use your drone that you follow the regulations of that area or district or country. Well, I will definitely go out, get some footage with this and give you some feedback on the use of this drone. I've never really flown a drone. This has just been one of those bucket list items, and yeah, Santa dropped it into my lap, so I'll definitely use it. If you have any advice on what I should or should not do when using a drone, please drop it in the comments below. If you can think of something that I missed or some cool features that everybody should know about, in the comments below. And if you like this type of content, please give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and remember to hit that bell icon as well. That way you won't miss any of the content that I produce. Yes, there's not a lot more to say. Thank you very much for watching, and let's see what we can find with this. Cheers.